Chris Jericho is back in AEW, and that makes me want to stand on my opponent with one foot and scream, "Come on, baby!" as I'm doing a cocky pin. You know why? Because Chris Jericho is my favorite all-time pro wrestler. And I love that he's back in AEW for one simple reason. AEW is the only wrestling program I watch. I don't watch WWE. So when he came back, I was ecstatic. Gotta tell you, the rumors were going around that he was going to go back to WWE and finish out his career, and I was kind of heartbroken about it because, like I said, I don't watch WWE. So I'm making this video, trying to hope maybe make a series of Chris Jericho's journey back in AEW, and let's get started. So back, I didn't get any screenshots of him coming back the very first night because all he did was come back. It was in Canada, his home country. Crowd loved it, of course, and he got a big pop. And he just, after the crowd finally calmed down, probably after a couple minutes of them cheering, he just said, "I'm home." So it was cool. All right, so we're going into next week. The next week he comes out is to sign his new AEW contract. Let's go through some screenshots. Again, another big pop. People love him, just like I do. He's got his contract in hand, getting ready to sign it. And then, who comes out? My man Ricochet and the Gates of Agony started this feud. All right, let's get going. What better person than to put Jericho with than mother effing Ricochet? Because Ricochet is amazing also, just like Jericho. So, the heels march down to the ring. They ain't interrupting. Of course, they're having a good time. Ricochet pretty much tells Jericho, "Don't even bother signing that contract, bro, because you don't want to be back here." Jericho pretty much says, "I don't care what you think," and he's going to sign it anyway. Of the clipboard where it said AEW, he peels it off, and he brings back the genius bit of the list. And I'm so happy to see this. I honestly never got to see the list in WWE because, like I said, I don't watch WWE. Saw a lot of clips online with it. Actually, back in that time, I wasn't even watching wrestling at all. AEW didn't exist then. So he brought back the list. He told Ricochet he was on the list. And that kicked off pretty much the feud of Ricochet and Jericho coming back, which Jericho calling himself pretty much just Jericho now, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool rebranding of not being Chris Jericho, just, people still call him Chris, but it's just pretty much Jericho now. Dynasty, Jericho versus Ricochet. And like I said, what better person to put Jericho with than Ricochet? Guy's a freaking master. I love that dude. Ricochet and the GOA come on down the ring. Jericho comes down also with his new headline. It just says Jericho. Pretty cool. I like that. Looking great. Tell you what, dude. I hope I look this good at 55. And even there it says Jericho wrestling for the first time since last year's AEW Dynasty. So he's been out of the ring for like a full year when he comes back to this pay-per-view. And I'm telling you what, right now, it's one thing people need to realize, that Dynamite and Collision are really good shows. And they're good to watch, but AEW shines on their pay-per-views. If you're not watching their pay-per-views, I understand they're 40 on Max or 50 on Prime or whatever you get it from. I'm telling you what, though, they're worth every penny because they put on a show that's, it's basically, if you're paying $50, it's $10 an hour because they put on a 5-hour show like every time, counting the pre-show, and then a 4-hour show of the pay-per-view. It's just amazing. Everyone I've watched has been not a letdown at all. So, and this one was also great. So let's get to it. He comes out. Jericho comes out. Great pop again. This next screenshot here is a pretty good one. Jericho puts him in the corner and rubs his head, doing a little bald act. Ricochet, with his amazing athleticism, At one point, man, just doing springs and backflips, and this screenshot right here lands like a freaking Marvel character on on an Avengers movie or something like that. Looks great. Again, Jericho, I was wondering kind of how he was going to perform in the ring, and this screenshot shows it right here. This bulldog went off the ropes, and bulldog slammed him, Ricochet right in the noggin. Super good. And again, what better partner than Ricochet? Because Ricochet is going to make anybody look good. Basically, I can go. I've never wrestled in my life, pro wrestled in my life, and he could make me look good. Oh, I wanted to highlight this one to show again how the bump that Jericho takes on this is crazy. Ricochet outside the ring pretty much gives him a Death Valley driver right on the ring apron, and Jericho taking it like a champ. Like I said, not missing a beat. He might have looked. I'll be honest. I mean, he might have looked a little stiff, but dude, I mean, he looked great. And then here's another great screenshot of him doing a lion salt, and he nailed it great. It was great. Here's a great screenshot of him. This is the one thing about Jericho. Fantastic in the ring, fantastic on the mic. Uh, Great sense of humor. I mean, the dude could honestly, if he didn't, do pro wrestling, he could have done probably stand up if he. But here's a great photo of him pulling his hair down, Jericho's hair, put it over Ricochet's bald head to make it look like he had some hair. Ha ha ha! Bald, bald, bald. That's the thing going on now. Ricochet comes back with a really great Death Valley driver. I wanted to highlight that, showing that Jericho can still take these bumps. That he's getting up there, man. But you go, boy. He's getting it. Match goes on. Jericho had this great code breaker. I mean, it was just spot on. And again, Ricochet also. I mean, come on, look at how he's selling that stuff. I mean, it's so good. Great match. I had to do this screenshot because I wanted to point out the great Louis Vuitton boots that Ricochet is rocking right here. I mean, are you serious? I had to highlight that because it's like how bougie, but cool. And then Ricochet off the top rope doing some cool ass shit like he always does. And I think this one ends up to another code breaker, which was just landed awesome. And you can see right there from that screenshot, just great. Screenshot's over here, but I'm looking over here. And there you go, selling it like a champ. Walls Jericho. Love that move. Just love how Jericho executes it. The intensity and everything. Asgab! Asgab! Teo Leone. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. I'm terrible with his name. Then we're getting close to the end of the match. He he's trying to push the ring rope in, trying to give Ricochet a little advantage, and he ends up pulling him towards the ropes, and he gets the break. Another great highlight, Jericho. This screenshot here, pulling off a great Judas effect. Bishop Kong. Got it. I remembered. All right, Bishop Kong nails him. It did it again. Phenomenal. I was very happy with Jericho's performance in this match. And then here we go. Here's the end of the match. He set up with a little bit of shenanigans from GOA. Ricochet gets ready. Hits Jericho with the Spirit Gun. And then, but wait. There's more. But then Teo Leone asked him, he's like, hey, wait a minute. Don't you want to do a little humiliation with this dude? Ricochet goes up, hits a perfect lion salt, nailing Jericho, and getting the 1, 2, 3. Great match. Really liked it. Like I said, man, you need to get those pay-per-views. If you're not getting them, you're missing out. That's when AEW shines. All right, so the next appearance, Jericho comes out This time in red suit coat, looking good. This is his new look. He's got the pants look with a belt, with some boots, and a suit coat of some color. First it was purple, now it's red. Come on, baby! And just looking good. I saved this screenshot because he points to one of the one of the fans in the auditorium there, and if you look at the fan sign, it says Jericho put me on the list. So I thought that was pretty good. So we were in there with Renee. He's talking. Jericho's talking. Gates of Agony and Ricochet come out again. Now we're heavy feud now. And we're jawing. Ricochet tells GOA to stay back. I got this. Ricochet charges the ring. Him and Jericho getting a little getting a little scuffle fight. Then GOA comes in. So now it's 3-on-1, and he's getting the mutt stomp. GOA lifts Jericho up like in a crucifix form and slams him down to the ring mat. Then we got Ricochet, who lands another great lion salt on Jericho, which he calls the Rico salt. So, love it or hate it, the guy can nail it pretty good. He's Ricochet. Come on. Heel triumph once again. GOA and Ricochet wanted to challenge Jericho to a 3-on-3 match. Jericho had to find 2 more people. They said he couldn't find any more people because he burned every bridge in AEW. Because he's Jericho, and he goes heel a lot, so I'm sure this run will be, face for a while, and then we'll go heel again, which is fine by me, because I like the heels. Jericho shows his new shirt. The guy who gets his ass beat by the Demand every time he shows up. And that's his new shirt on AEW.com. Shop now. So here we go. We have, and who does Jericho find? Well, 3 other people came back, 3 other people came back. And those 3 other people are the Hurt Syndicate. Oh yeah, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and of course their manager, MVP, are back. And another great return, because those guys have been out for a while. Whatever they were doing, don't know. But it's good to see them back, because they're mad beasts, and I love those guys too. I just hit my mic, and I probably made a big bump, but we'll find out later in post. So we got the Demand versus Jericho and the Hurt Syndicate. Let's go. The new shirt must be selling pretty good, because there's a lot of I noticed 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 people in the front row had the new shirt, the Jericho new shirt. Now, maybe they bought it, or maybe they get gifted that, just to show, hey, what do you think? What do you think, Ricochet and your boys? So here we go. We got the first appearance in ring of the Hurt Syndicate, and Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, looking like absolute beasts like they always do. Looking great. Like, these guys are back, like I said. They've been missed also. Good match. Good match. Of course, then Jericho had the last intro. I like the screenshot here of Jericho and MVP. Jericho whispering something in MVP's ear after he shook his hand, like, good doing business with you. It's good stuff. Good match altogether. It started out with a melee in the ring with all 6 of them. Took this screenshot here. Wanted to show Shelton Benjamin not missing a beat, doing a great DDT with Teo Leone, and look at how Teo Leone is selling that, man. That's a big man like that. Holy cow, dude. Bro, that's amazing. There's some Bobby Lashley action with Ricochet. Glad these guys are back. Just getting in there and kicking ass, because they've been well missed. This is a great screenshot of Jericho doing a Hurricanrana to Ricochet. Looking great as usual. Again, Shelton Benjamin. This screenshot was pretty cool. Shelton Benjamin, man, he climbed that rope. Got up to the top rope like bam, he was up there. This dude's like over 50 also, I believe. And man, you wouldn't even know it. Awesome. So he climbed that rope like crazy and then, took him down too. There's Jericho hitting the walls of Jericho. Just kind of wondering if this is going to be, this is getting near the end of the match. Kind of wondering if this is going to be the end, if Jericho's going to get a win. I was kind of thinking that he would get a win on this one. But there you go. Boom. You got the low blow by, or I should say boom. You got the low blow by Ricochet, and he hits the Rico Salt, Rico Lion Salt, Lion Rico Salt, Rico Salt, Veruca Salt. he hits the Rico Salt and gets the 1, 2, 3, and that's all she wrote. So we got 2 return matches from Jericho, 2 losses, all good, doesn't matter. This feud's good. I like this. I like him working with Ricochet a lot because, like I said, you can't really work with anybody better than him. I mean, he's great. So we'll see what happens coming up next. I don't know if this feud's gonna go any longer. We'll see. It's been fun to watch so far, and I just like to say that glad to see Jericho back. I wanted to make a kind of a series of videos to see. I don't know. Maybe he's 55, so I know there was rumors that in WWE they just wanted to do a short run and have a retirement kind of run. I don't know, but I heard he was not interested in that. That might all be complete bullshit. Who knows? Jericho might be here for another year and then then retire, or who knows? I mean, Sting retired when he was 60, so he might have another 5 years in him. I don't know, but I just want to do a little chronicle of his comeback, and we'll see where this takes us. So thanks for watching. Have a good one.